Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. I am in my room trying to be as silent as possible. We have some things happening today. There is some sort of sickness going around in my house, so I have all the windows open. The house is a wreck. My husband took the 3 older kids to the park, so I have probably an hour and a half, and I thought maybe I could get some things done. So I do have the laundry going and I have a grocery order coming. We will see if that can be included in this video, but I want to do like a whole house reset, and we're gonna start a timer. I also need to wash my hair and deep condition it, so I was gonna do a hair mask while I do the reset. I just put Mason down for a little afternoon nap, so hopefully this serves as some sort of motivation to be able to get things done in a quick amount of time, if that makes sense. I once worked a job and had kids and was the, I guess, main parent when it came to household duties and things. So I feel like I don't know, I mastered the art of keeping a tidy home all while doing all the other things, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna try and bring that into today's video. We just have, you know, picking up to do, maybe some cleaning here and there, and I really wanna not deep clean, but just get some surfaces clean so no sickness lives on anything. So, hi if you're new, my name is Tory. I am a wife and stay-at-home mom now to 4 kids. One of my kids goes to school and the other ones stay with me. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. I like to get things done on a budget and I try and be pretty realistic. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely hit the subscribe button and let's get into it. I'm gonna show you my homemade hair mask. I'm gonna show you some cleaning tips and maybe a grocery haul if it comes in time. Okay, here's my hair mask. I usually just do Greek yogurt and honey, but today is special. It's once a month where I put purple shampoo in it and leave it in the hair just because I have blonde hair, so I'm trying to avoid brassiness. And this is an at-home hair mask, so you could use avocado instead of the yogurt, but the honey adds a lot of moisture to my hair, so it depends on your hair type for sure, but this is one of my favorites. Or you could just do a store-bought hair mask and do whatever you want. So I'm gonna mix this all together, probably equal parts, and then I will show you how I do it. All right, this is the consistency it came out to. It's gonna be different depending on your ingredients and how much you put in there. And then I have 2 of the girls' hair elastics because I'm just going to do a braid with mine or maybe some pigtails or something like that. So in this video, I will look a little strange. I'm not sure. Maybe I look strange in all videos, but this one extra strange because my hair is gonna be purple and put into strange braids. But the idea is, so if you're doing purple, wear like a junky shirt, but the idea is you just essentially split it. I like to split mine down the middle, but I always part on the sides, so I just feel like it gets equally dispersed if I split it down the middle. I really just focus out on the roots when I'm doing the purple mask because that's where majority of my brassiness is, and then I'll bring it down into the bottom here, but I just don't want too much pigment on the bottom because it's already ashy. So if you can see, sorry, if you can see, like that's where most of my brass is. So I'm gonna try my best here to get this on and we'll see how it goes. I'm going to protect the rest of everything. I always keep all of my jewelry in this bracelet my husband got me. I get questions about this all the time. My husband got me this 15 years ago at a flea market when he first met me, probably 16 years at this point. So I can't link it. It's turquoise, so that would be easy to find though. So let me find, I'm gonna use my brush. If you don't have a brush, that's fine, but I have my hair color brush and I'm gonna go in. I'm just like at-home hair dye, or maybe you don't do it at home like me. I just go in like this and go from there. So super simple. Really just focus on the pieces that you would see the most, but it's up to you. And it depends, like if I'm using the brand Fanola for, if you're a blonde, you probably know, for like my blue or purple pigment, he's grunting out there, then that definitely will stain things, so I'm extra careful Fanola is a good brand. You can find that on Amazon, but this is just the Moroccan oil. I really like that oil, so that's why I have it. But I'm gonna just go in here, and I'll probably start using my hand, and I'll just go in sections and go from there. You're just gonna look a little goofy, but it's fun. And if it gets too ashy, it's okay. It'll wash out. This isn't like a permanent thing. We're just trying to add some moisture and, I don't know, change the look up a little bit, because that's always fun to do too. And then we will get into this fun clean with me. Okay, now that this is happening, I'm also going to do like a little face mask. I've been really into oils lately though, so I don't know if it's necessarily a mask, but I'm just going to rinse off yesterday's makeup, because that happens sometimes when you're a mom, or just a person in general. That happened to me when I wasn't a mom. So I'm just going to wipe it off with just water, honestly. I don't like to put too much product on my face. That's just me though. It depends on your skin's texture. I just got a confirmation about the grocery order, so that will be coming. Yay. And my mom came yesterday, and we were actually expecting visitors today, but I think they canceled. I don't know. So the house is like relatively clean. Might give me some time to do some other cleaning projects. But Papa Bear Naturals True Glow, this is the vitamin C. This is supposed to help with melasma, which I have right here every time I have a baby in the summer, which has been pretty much like 3 times at this point. I always get these dark melasma spots, and you know, I have a hunch. I think it's hormonal, and then I also think that I don't use any sun protection. I don't use sunscreen. That's probably why. So yeah, I have self-induced melasma, which is fine. It disappears eventually, and then I don't have a lot of time, so I'm going right on top with that eye cream. It will absorb together. It'll be just fine. I usually give it like 10 minutes to absorb in between, but I don't have the time. Oh! I don't have the time. And then the restorative balm is kind of like a moisturizer. So yeah, I'm going to put it in here. I know I talk about them a lot, but they are part of like my daily routine. So that link's always in my bio. But honestly, try it out. I've seen so many people tell me that they have found tallow at Dollar Tree. So, and it's single source. I don't know where they get it from, but if you're hesitant, or you can just make your own tallow too. That's really hard for some people to do. You would just go to a local butcher or someone like an Amish farm, if you're near me, and ask for their suet, and then go from there. You just like boil it down a few times. Tutorials are really easy to find, but you can do a lot with tallow. It's shelf stable, and you know, you could cook with it if you wanted to, but if you are into botanicals, you could infuse this yourself, and that would save you a ton of money. So that is up to you, but tallow is incredibly healing, and a lot of people are on the fence, like 50-50 about it. And I see like dermatologists like debunking it all the time, but I've also seen some pretty natural doctors saying how great it is. So it really depends on what you believe in. I think it's great for the skin. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I wanted to say about it. But anyways, I'm gonna rinse my hands off here, and we're gonna get into it. Okay, still looking strange. Mason decided that he was in fact going to eat now and start cluster feeding, so that's what we're doing, and then we will eventually get back into this video. All right, so on the main floor here, I'm gonna try and work in zones. So 10 minutes in the kitchen, 10 minutes in this area, and 10 minutes over in this area. I don't know if it will even take me that much. It's really not a lot. And then laundry, however long that takes, I'm not going to time that. But then the rooms I'm going to do, cool. Yeah, thanks for that dehumidifier. I'm going to do 10 minutes in each room. So bathroom, bedroom, and then we're going to go downstairs and do the same thing. So 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever you can give to it, just divide your time and go from there. Admittedly, the kitchen took 15 minutes, not 10, but I was going through those dishes like crazy. I think I've told this channel before, but I've always seen like memes on the timing it takes mothers or women or stay-at-home moms or stay-at-home spouses to do the dishes versus men or husbands, just because it seems like they seem to do it leisurely while I just try and do it as fast as I possibly can. I don't know if anyone can relate to that, but I totally can. I'm going to wipe down the countertops here. I've been trying to do that on the daily, and it's not really part of a daily reset for me, but it is just more of us trying to keep things clean, because honestly, sickness has entered this house and I'm offended. I'm highly offended. I know our immune systems are getting used to PA still, but still, I like to keep a clean house. So I'm not trying to be hard on myself, but I was really hoping we would at least last like a month into school or something like that. But I digress. Let me know if this is helpful for you. I try and do this every day, just like set a timer and pick up, because having a tidy home really helps my mental health. I know postpartum, it's going to look a little different for everybody. I know being a stay-at-home mom or spouse is going to look a little different for every single one of us, but I just find that having some sort of rhythm here has helped me so much. But I'm going to get back into this. I'm really trying to just get this couch out of here, but it's really heavy, so I can't get it out, but I can get most of it out, and the rest can be left for maybe my husband or both of us to carry it down the stairs. And the Target order did get here. I had some substitutions and some cancellations, but I set it out here and I'm just going to voice it over because Mace was crying. But we have Colby Jack cheese and mozzarella cheese for lunches. I have some Parmesan because I made a delicious shrimp ravioli recipe I'll share at the end of the video. And then I got the Sweet Loren's chocolate chip chunk cookies. These are expensive. They're totally not worth it, in my opinion. Just to be real with you. We got some whole wheat tortillas and some wild caught shrimp. The beef sticks are a great value. They're grass-fed beef, and Wilder really loves them in his lunches. I got 2 pounds of the ground beef and then 2 cucumbers. This yogurt was substituted. I got some chicken broth, and I got some jack-o'-lanterns for my husband. They're just like cookie sandwich creams. I got olives just because I'm really into Mediterranean recipes. I usually am, but I don't know why extra this week. But feta cheese, some puff pastries, some Kerrygold butter, sour cream, some Kerrygold for myself. And I love these. I know it's cheaper to buy it in bulk, but not up front. Honestly, having that much quality meat up front is going to run you into like $30. So all these together was like $7. So I see it as a win. The Applegate Naturals were $1 off. So I got the smoked turkey and the new rotisserie, and that one's really good. I needed some more sugar, and then whatever apples that are organic are on sale, I get. So they were the bluey, I think that's it's a show, the bluey ones. And then some grapes and sweet potatoes. And that's it. I'm going to get this put away. There wasn't a lot to do food-wise this week. I'm just really trying to get my son's lunches back in check, but I did want to do another load of laundry while I had it going. I'm still loving this Pronounce laundry detergent. I think it gets things clean, and it's not overpowering when it comes to the scent. So I really think we struck a happy medium, because that Armor All up there, or whatever brand that is that my husband gets, I loathe it. I don't like the scent, and I just really don't like the way it cleans. So I'm getting back into my wipe down. I'm using the Mrs. Meyer's or the Method antibacterial spray. I really enjoy that when there's sickness. I don't use it all the time, but all the surfaces everybody touches, I'm just trying to wipe down. I did not wipe down every single book. I probably should have, but that would have taken me ages. So maybe I'll tackle that tomorrow. All right, feeling pretty good about that area of the house, and now I'm moving on to bedrooms. I did not make it downstairs this day just because I didn't have enough time. Honestly, I was just trying to get with what we actually needed. We need dishes every day. We need laundry every day. I like to have a tidy living space, and that's really where we spend majority of the time. So I didn't get downstairs to vacuum or anything, but I would like to do that. So I'm going to tackle that tomorrow. And then I'm just going to tidy the kids' rooms. I do not touch my son's room. He's very particular about his items. He knows exactly where everything is. It's very organized, but when I walk in there, it looks a mess, and I can totally relate to this because that is me. That is my brain. That's how I work. So I'm hoping that he is more successful in life with organization than I am, but we shall see. Hopefully, I don't know, he takes some tips and tricks from me, but I do find a lot of inspiration from him too. So I'm just going to go down and fold up my daughter's dresses. She wears princess dresses every day, if you haven't noticed by now. So I just want to get some things organized in her room just because she's growing out of things, and I'd like to save it for my other daughter. So I'm going to do these sheets. This is not a weekly reset. It's a daily at this point. I'm a breastfeeding mama. If you know, you know. I just feel like I'm constantly making messes on these sheets, but I did have a chance to meal prep, and that's not part of the hourly reset, but it is something I try and do probably every other day because we eat through so many things. So these are pumpkin spice dark chocolate chip protein mini muffins. That's a mouthful, so make up a name if you want to, but these are great to have in the school pickup line. We're finding that that takes a big chunk of our day. I'd say 45 minutes in the morning and 45 minutes in the afternoon. So having snacks is key. And then I made these Cinnabons. So it's just my Greek protein yogurt dough. I did some brown sugar in there, some cinnamon, and then a classic glaze. And if you want these recipes, any of them, just let me know in the comments and I'll type it out for you. And then this is that Alfredo. I made it with some Old Bay seasoning, some wild caught shrimp, and then just a classic Parmesan and heavy cream Alfredo with some garlic. And then I did just the ravioli, and it was delicious. My husband said it was the best thing he's had in a while. I had to remind him that a long, long time ago, this was the first meal that I ever made him. So I'm happy he remembered it. But anyways, the egg bites just came out pretty simply. It's just egg, cottage cheese, red bell pepper, onion, and I put dill in mine. Sometimes I do rosemary. This one fell apart. This is a texture inside of it. Sometimes I smash them, heat them up, and put them in between two English muffins, and it's really delicious. But now it's the end of the night. I am folding laundry again. That's not something I time. Mason has fallen asleep once again, and I'm watching the sunset. So thank you so much for being here. I hope this served as motivation to be able to get something done with the time that you may have. But again, that's going to look different for everyone. So take it easy. Don't be so hard on yourself, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye, y'all.